All right. Hope everyone's doing well. So, a few questions for today. You know, the first question someone asked me is about, you know, well, let me get into the first question. I'll answer this one first because it's a little, I think it'll pertain to more people. Is there's persons asking about mental performance and staying objective, relaxed, and being able to trade for many hours without losing focus. And, you know, it's basically their whole question about it. How does one stay objective, stay relaxed, and be able to, watch the whole day? And for the second part of the question, I think that has to do with, from my experience, it just it takes time. It's kind of like a muscle. You know, the longer and longer you spend trading a full day or trading close to a full day, the easier it'll become in terms of being able to watch the whole day. Now, even myself, I take many breaks during the day. Sometimes I'll be watching the chart, and you know, for an example, you know maybe I bought over here and I get out somewhere up here, or sometimes if I make a decent swing, I'll just I'll stop for a minute and I'll maybe you know flip to, I don't know, go on MSN.com and just read a story on there, read a top headline, or just I'll go walk outside. I'll just walk around for a minute. You know, do some push-ups. I don't know. There's many things. So I take plenty of frequent breaks. You don't have to be at your computer trading the entire time. Now, most of the breaks I take are fairly short. Within the span of 5 or 6 minutes. But in terms of your first question about staying objective and relaxed, I think that for one, that has to do with experience. You know, the longer you trade, just the more and more you'll pick up on things. And the biggest thing I would say is make sure you're trading a comfortable size. And whatever you think is comfortable, I would almost say if you're starting out or if you're trying to get to where you want to be, divide that in half. You know, the one thing I wish, if I could go back, I remember a while back, years back, Al always talked about trading small. He still does today. And I never really wanted to do that because, you think, oh, it'll take longer. You won't get to where you want to be as quicker. But the truth is, the smaller you trade, the more consistent you'll be. And the more consistent you get, the faster you can speed up. You can get to whatever goal you want to get to. Consistency is king. And when it comes to trading, there's nothing better than consistency. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make a lot of, you sell here, you get out, you buy, you get out, you buy again, and you get out up here. It doesn't matter if you make a ton of money over here if you lose it all on the other days. Consistency. Making 4 points a day is far better than making, 15 on one day and losing 7 points on all the other days. You need to be consistent. Plus, it's more fun to be consistent. You'll feel better at the end of the day. We're all human, and at the end of the day, I like to, I want to be proud of what I'm doing, and consistency is a big factor in that. That's why I don't take many low probability. I don't take many really low probability trades anymore, such as I can't think of an example. Let me see here. Such as buying above this bar, stop below here, betting on a huge move up, or you know, there's all sorts of little low probability trades. You sell, sell this close, stop one ticket above here kind of thing. I take plenty of swing trades that may have, might be 40, 50%, but I'm never going to take trades where I'm risking one or two ticks. So the biggest thing with that, trade small. I promise you, all stress, to me, stress comes from two major factors. Number one is position size. That's one factor of stress. Trading too big of a position. Number two is information. Everyone's heard the old saying, information changes situation. Well, or applied information changes the situation. I'm a big believer in just learning as much as you can. I never really got into the whole psychological aspect of trading. I've read Market Wizards and all that kind of stuff, but to me they were just more kind of entertainment reads. That's kind of just, I probably didn't read the whole book. For me, understanding what's going on is king. So I know I'm kind of going off topic with this person's question, but I really want to stress the importance of trading a comfortable position size. One thing I would do is, if I could go back 2 years or maybe a year, pick a time. If I could go back, the one thing I would do is I would trade either the Forex or the Spider if I could afford to put the minimum requirement of an ETF. So, you have to have 25,000 minimum. I would put, 26,000 in an account, or, whatever number above 25, and I would trade 50 shares. I would trade the smallest possible amount I could with commission, and I would start there, and I would get comfortable with 50 shares. Now let me backtrack. First, I would trade simulated if I could go back, and I would get a good grasp of what I was doing. And once I felt like I could be profitable, I would go to the Spider and I would trade 50 shares. And I know what you're thinking, that's, if you trade 50 shares, that's 1/10 of an E-mini contract. So if I make, let me just flip to the Spider. Here's the Spider. If I sell here, and, well, let me just go back to the E-mini. If I make 10 cents in the Spider, that's roughly 1 point in the E-mini. But if I'm only trading 50 shares, that's $5. So you could trade so small. I mean, you could be, if you were trading the Spider, you could sell here. All right, I'm sorry, you could buy this close, put your stop down here, and maybe risk $20. I mean, yeah, incredibly small, and your probability is very good of making money on that. Next, if I could not do that, if for whatever reason, or I was not willing to, I'd go to Forex, and I would just start with, here's a Forex market, here's the euro dollar, and I would just start with this market, and I'd say bear breakout, bear follow through, sell this close, stop up here, probably not get out. Mine reversal, I probably wouldn't get out. 50% pullback maybe, and maybe I'd get out here, 3 pushes down, and then if I did, I'd have to get short again below maybe this bar or on this close, and I'd hold short. Would I get out here? No. A lot of consecutive bear bars, I'd probably get out here. Then what? 3, a lot of bull bars up, first down would fail, maybe buy here, stop down here. Not really a good place to get out. Strong breakout above the moving average, maybe a second leg up. Another breakout, maybe get out below here, and then maybe over here you buy again, get out over here, and that's pretty much the end of the day. You can make, you'd make 20, 25, 30 pips doing that. And with Forex, you don't need 25,000 in the account. You trade, really, really small, depending, and you can do micro lots even with Forex. So I would do one or the other, and I would trade extremely small. And I think that's what I would do. And you'd be amazed. And what I would do with that, so I want to go back to the spider. If I was trading the spider, I'd trade 50 shares. And when I felt comfortable and I felt like I was profitable with that and comfortable, I'd go to 100 shares. And when I got comfortable with 100 shares, I'd trade 200 shares, then 300, then 400. Then I go to 500 shares. The next thing you know, if you really can keep within the I don't care size, you'd be you'd be pretty much trading one E-mini contracts. And I think, that's a far better approach. You know, nothing beats the real thing. So just to keep it simple, that's what I do. But the most important thing is trade small. I would not even be thinking about scaling in if, for one, I would not think about scaling in if I'm starting out and I'm trading the E-mini. And second, I'd really not even consider scaling in until you are consistently profitable not scaling in. So it's that. I would say, as far as this person's question about staying objective and relaxed, I would say he goes into trading small and simply just, it takes time. It takes time for a lot of anxiety or all the factors to go away. You know, I get bored trading sometimes. I do. And, there are times when I just have to take a break. Watching, especially on days like this, where it's just back and forth and back and forth, they're very boring. So yeah, some it's boring sometimes. And it's, but the worst thing you can do is, if you're gonna trade, commit to only trading at that moment. Don't do anything else. And if you need to, take a trade, and if you feel tired, just take a break. Go to Starbucks, come back, go driving your car. You don't have to sit there all the time. That just takes time to get there. So I hope this helps.